Hey there. So we're on day 3 already, and we're out for another walk. Yesterday, ended up doing about 10.5 miles in the end. I think I said that I'd done about 6.5 before I took Marley back, and I was going to make it up to about 10k, which I thought was 8 miles. I don't know what was going on with my mileage converter yesterday, but obviously 5k is 3.1 miles, so I'd already done 10k at that point. So I was quite surprised when I got back and I looked at my Garmin and it said I'd done 10.4 miles, which was good. And I didn't feel that tired like I did on day 1. Got some good food inside me, and sleep wasn't too bad last night. I got an hour and a half of sleep, deep sleep apparently. Still got up pretty early, feeling uncomfortable with the shoulders, and it's just from lying in one position really. So I've been up for a good few hours now, and we're going to do about 5 miles today, so it's going to be a bit shorter. The temperatures dropped quite a bit from yesterday. We were having a bit of a Indian summer, and the temperature's been about 20 to 25 degrees, and all of a sudden today it's dropped to about 15 degrees, so I've got a coat on, and it's been raining quite a lot as well. So I think the Indian summer's over and autumn's well and truly on its way. And we've also had some other good news with regard to the COVID pandemic. Infections are on the rise again, and unfortunately our Prime Minister has just announced last night that restrictions are going to start taking place again. So I don't know where that's going to leave us with regard to events over the next few months and into next year really, because they reckon these new restrictions are going to last well into the spring. So everything's up in the air again, but I guess all we can do is just move day to day and continue training and continue living really, and just move with it. So last night before I went to bed, I was sort of thinking about how difficult this transition from road racing to triathlon is going to be for me, because I don't really have a wealth of experience. Bike riding wise, I've been riding for about 5 years, 3 of those years racing. I went to the UCI Gran Fondo World Championships twice, once in Italy in 2018 and once in Poland in 2019, and that's where the crash happened, and that's why I've got the dodgy shoulder right now. Running wise, well, I've only been running for about 4 months, and that really only started because all the road racing had stopped and there seemed to be a few local duathlons going on. So I thought, well, why not give that a try, just to tide me over until next year. So I started running, and I built up slowly over the last few months to a good point really. I think I was sort of approaching the 20 minute 5k sort of time zone. So, and I was building up my mileage, sort of getting to sort of 8-9 miles on my long run, and so there's very little experience there really. There's still a long way to go. And swimming wise, there's no experience whatsoever swimming wise. I was a decent swimmer at school, but not to the point that I swam for the school team or anything like that. I was just a decent swimmer, but obviously, I don't even think I get in the pool when I go on holiday now, so it's just going to be a massive undertaking. And probably, I think from what I've seen on the TV and I've read, that it's always the swimming that's the massive undertaking for newcomers to triathlon. So I'm not on my own, and that's part of the challenge, isn't it? Taking on something new, taking on something unknown, and reaching into the unknown. So I'm up for the challenge, and I can't wait to really get started with the swimming, but I've got to wait until December for that, because I've got to wait 12 weeks before I can actually do that with the shoulder injury. So the running I'm not so worried about. I've had some good experience so far with the running, and some positive feedback from it. And I think the cycling is always going to be my strong part. So I've got to focus on my strengths and try to limit my weaknesses. So that's about all for me today. So I'll catch you on day 4. See you then.